get a fucking apology from anybody. Nobody owes you pieces of shit anything. You are vile and disgusting, reprehensible pieces of shit. You get nothing.
All right. I just I had this whole nice thing, all this beautiful sound, beautiful soundboard. The soundboard's not good. Then I just went and bought the same nice microphone. And can you guys hear me now? I have the third microphone plugged in. Yeah, I like absolutely suck at this. Okay. I had it like beautiful. I can't even hear myself. You got the soundboard's fucking shitty. The nice $100 microphone is shitty. You can't do anything. I just plug it in. I do everything that you're supposed to fucking do. And I'm just using this shitty one that my friend Jay gave me when I left for California. And here I am. This is maybe a $10 microphone. So, I don't fucking know. I don't know if it's just. I really don't have any idea. Okay, well, I had this beautiful music playing. Like, it was really nice and wonderful. And I would love to be able to do a stream where it just starts off fucking normal. I definitely. Well, so this one's not an exciting stream. I'm going to change the banner. This is all seriousness here. I got a lot done earlier. I did, let's see here. Add this. ChatGPT is working on my engagement. I guess using ChatGPT proves that I have no engagement, or I have less value or more value than somebody else. I'm not really sure. I like this Defender of Ants. Anonymous. Okay, let's bring this up. And where did I put that one? It's down here. Okay. Recent. Okay. Recent. All right. I was in there already. Boom. Leave ChatGPT up. And all right. I had it already. Then I was trying to get the sound plugged in, the microphone. And okay. Now present, share screen, Google Drive. There we go. Oh, what happened to it? No. Okay. Okay. Man, I'll tell you what, I feel like I don't know what is wrong with me. I'm sharing another. Stop sharing. You fucking motherfucker. There it is. Allow. Okay, here we go. No, StreamYard is not that hard. It really isn't that hard. I've been doing it for like 3 years, 4 years, but first off, I've been moving around, but I got this little tiny computer like this. It's the size of like a external hard drive. I have this really nice mic that I thought the cord was fucked up because it was like loose on the bottom. So I ordered a brand new one, returned the old one because it was shitty. So I have like a blue $100 like streaming mic thing. It's got like a mute button on it, volume, and like 4 different patterns and a gain on it. And then I got the soundboard with like the legit like mic hookup in the back. And I got myself some nice headphones because the Bluetooths weren't working that good. They were like connecting and disconnecting. And then it was connecting to the audio. So I was like, I'm just going to get the straight fucking headphones with the mic jack and like just plug it in. And no, it just has to be fucking complicated. And the soundboard, I think I'm just going to fucking chuck the motherfucker because it's just like, I don't know what the fuck. And then just start over with something nice. Is it a shirt? No, it's blue. The one I have now, I don't know what the fuck this is. It's just a black thing. It has a button to mute, and that's it. Like, and then the other one is a Maono, Mano. Today I got the so I have a case management conference on 8/26. And I'm going to get some water. I want some fresh water. I got a little pump for the top of my 5-gallon Hickley and Schmidt thing. I got so much sound shit. It's not even funny. All right, cool. So I got my case management paper. It's a CM1110 case management. It's like 5 pages. I filled that out today. I think I'm gonna be filing it with the lawyer with La Poubelle, and I sent him an email to see if he wants to do it jointly filed. We're basically going to get a I need to narrow down the discovery for him, or at least start with narrowing down the discovery. I'm going to try to amend the complaint for La Poubelle before the case management, which is like 10 days away. So we'll see about that. And then I'm struggling to get this Title 42 done, but I'm going to get it done. I'm close. I know exactly what I want with it. And I've been like moving back and forth in like what I want. In terms of what I want to plead out, I had some people who wanted to help with the people have always been asking to help. So I tagged them. I got a lawsuit started, the factual allegations. I have the framework laid out, and I got about 6 people that I tagged in it. And if anyone wants to help on that, that would be cool. But it's somebody I'm not just letting some rando in. There's got to be someone that's been around for a while. So if you want to help with that, let me know. I'll put you on the Google Doc. Basically, I'm going to do a suit against Moxon Moxon Church of Scientology, Jaden Wheeler, Officer Roland. All right, I tagged you already, Deanna. You're already, you should have an email where I put you on the top of it. And so that one's got to be filed in like 3 weeks. No, that's okay. I'll take it off. It's, if people want to do it, like I'm just going to record the people, the number that they're calling from, and I'm going to record it. And yeah. So the best thing to do in those types of situations is not bring attention to it. I'm just going to, I'm going to delete that comment. But yeah, so that type of shit is stuff that you either do a private message or you email. You definitely don't bring attention to it. But whatever. It's obviously there. It's on all my court paperwork. Whoa, please don't call. Fuck. There's like, you can just do the block button. It's just really not that big a deal. So yeah, okay. So I did the CM 110 case management. I got all the proofs of service done for the Title 42, the Hollywood Title 42 that I emailed the lawyer for the city of LA and gave him the second amended complaint. And I got 4 declarations that I'm bringing into LA tomorrow to file with at the federal courthouse. And yeah, so the one suit, so I got that all, so that's all going. Then I'm just going to be waiting for answers and probably a motion to dismiss. And then yeah, so I laid out the framework for the, I'm gonna ignore chat. You guys are bothering me, you motherfuckers. Can't concentrate with you yapping over there. I can't form a thought. So if anyone wants to help with the Sidewalk lawsuit, so that's basically going to be the Sidewalk lawsuit. The Jaden Wheeler, March 31st, May 31st, June 1st, June 2nd, June 3rd, all relevant dates. The ACE hearings, the administrative citation enforcement. This will be the planter lawsuit, basically. Eventually, when I beat all of my felony charges, that will get amended into that lawsuit. I'm going to do a historical timeline of times when people were trespassed off the sidewalks, going back the last 30 years. I know that Angry Gay Pope has a lot of different events. If anyone has any material or content of that, of people being trespassed off the sidewalks, I'd like to put that in the factual history of the sidewalk. Basically, this is all going to be about L. Ron Hubbard. And what's amazing, like, all these lawsuits, and I'm just processing all my thoughts here. All these lawsuits, my original Title 42 with Hollywood pretty much covers all the La Poubelle shit and Hollywood testing center leading up to the protests up to 5/25/24, which was my arrest for the 302 PC. After that arrest, people pretty much stopped going over there, and the protests revolved over to L. Ron Hubbard Way. Like the L. Ron Hubbard Way was through like January through like June, July, August. In the through June, it was like in the morning, people were over at the Blue Building, and at night they were over at La Poubelle. I already have the. I could show it. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me see here. I don't want to. What I'll do is, hold on. Okay, that's good now. Okay, how can I share this? Stop sharing that. No, present, share screen. Allow. All right, oh shit. God damn it. Okay, well, this is what happens when like the fucking police take all your shit, all my phones, all my other computer. Fuck. It was so simple on the other computer, and I don't know what the fuck I got going on with this browser and shit. Allow. Now it's completely gone. All right, hold on. I got this. I'm gonna go crazy if I can't get it. Recent. See, this is so fucking stupid. It like doesn't. I just do the whole fucking screen. Fuck it. See, I can't see if you could see it. Shut the fuck up. I go to internet people's websites and I troll because I just have nothing to do. What a fucking life. What a fucking weirdos, man. See, I had it all working. Remove. Present. See, this shouldn't be hard. This is like, I never had this hard. Like, you share screen, you fucking stop screen, you share fucking screen. It's so fucking easy. There it is. Now it's fucking working. It's fucking stupid. There. Okay. There. No, it's not that I figured it out. It's like, it's so fucking stupid and frustrating because it's so easy. Like, I've never had such difficulty with it, but I don't know if it's a computer or something with the browser. And all you do is hit present invite. It says share screen, and then like the tab, it like will show the tab. And then some fucking times it fucking like just doesn't even fucking come up. Like, and it just like it wants you to share the screen, and it doesn't even give you the option. And then so you have it, even if it's open in a different window, it's not giving the fucking option. So it's like frustrating because it wasn't. This is like anybody could do this. It's like so simple. It's not like complicated at all. All right, so this is basically the gist of it. There's three major things. The emails about the sidewalks, we'll make them all chronological. The emails will fit in where they occur in the chronological timeline. We'll use a heading 1 for the email with some type of similar naming convention for each email. So it'll be date, email from, to, specific details of permit here, or what the email is about, actually. Specific details of email is actually what that should be, of email. And then I have what it should be. It's heading 1, which is up here. Heading 1, all caps, Times New, 14-point, bold font, center aligned. Okay, denial of sidewalk. So denial of access to sidewalk, must not stop, etc., etc., etc. I want to put in the corresponding event closure times and sidewalk closure language per city permits. Also, in this section of the event, I want to put in any deficiencies of the permit to show that the permit is not valid. So there'll be two different areas of what I'll be doing. One will be streamers other than myself. And the reason for that is for Monell claims that the city knew. And then it'll be trespass of me, where I was affected by the trespass. Because the lawsuits are only for yourself. Any of the plaintiffs, anybody else are not privy to the case. And nobody who actually was protesting or fucking streaming really gives a fuck about actually like caring, like following through with anything. So no one's involved with being the plaintiff. It's just DOA. All by myself. So it'll be the trespass of me, the dates, the denial of access. So there's 5 different things that I want, 6 different things I need to track down. Need to put in the attack by the gangbangers. Need to put the attack of Roland with baton. Need to put in the trespass for disturbing the peace by the redhead lady who was with Valkrez, the porn stash guy, on my last swatting, where Laura was ripped out of the RV. And then the officer in the victim report, I believe it was February, something for victim report, search porn stash's name. So yeah, it's basically the 2 of the girls, whoever was with the porn stash guy on my swatting. There was another incident with her. And so it's pretty easy to find on the timeline, but I just I need to put Michael's arrest, which was on, I believe, the first night, 6/01/24. Henry's arrest, which I think was like 6/7 or 6/9/2024. I'm not sure about Henry's arrest. Need to put in when plaintiff was, I think it's actually like 6/9 or 6/10. And then need to put in when plaintiff was pushed by security guards, and then some lady at event came and touched me up by the main parking lot. Actually, the Don The Don has footage from afar of this event. Not sure what day that is. Okay, and then I think I put the. So did I lose you guys? You guys still with me? Okay, cool. I don't care if my email is shown. It could be changed on my end. I put it in like yellow. Okay, just making sure I got the screen right. I'm just kind of brainstorming for the people I need. If I just need people to help me like prep this thing. I just need to get it filed. I don't necessarily have to get it served right away, but I need to get it filed because September was going to be like towards the end of it. It'll cover all the trespass. This is like will be a master trespassing threats timeline with old factual history. The following factual history is for context and Monell allegations. The facts pertaining to others besides plaintiff is not harm incurred by plaintiff, but harm incurred by others to prove Monell. So March 31st was the Easter. This was when the dog attacked me. That was the Easter morning, and I barked at the dog. That's like one of the big events. This is important because there was sidewalk issues that day, and then there was sidewalk issues that day, and there was an attack. But this was one of the initial claims in the declaration by Moxon and Wheeler. Then May 31st was also a big day. That was a convoy. That was when they alleged that I used my car to go forward at them and strike them. So need to get the factual pleadings in for this day. June 1st, first day of occupation. That's going to be Michael's arrest, I believe Michael's arrest. And then day 2. Oh wait, hold on, this is wrong already. There was incidences where the cops had come, so that has to be in there. To the occupation. All right, plaintiff served restraining order. Day 4 of occupation. Danny served restraining order. And then okay, I got you, Ashley. Be careful of sending me emails right now because I have notifications turned on. So hold off on sending the email until I get off of the screen. I'm not sharing my screen anymore because I got notifications that come up. And those notifications have been helping me like get through my emails quicker when I see them coming out and about. So October 10th, 2024. Make sure after I get off the screen that you send me your Gmail account and I'll add you. October 2024, plaintiff assaulted and phone taken by security guard. This was Officer Gomez. Officer Gomez was involved in Gomez was involved in my arrest on May 5th, 2024. They were not going to arrest me, and then Gomez, not Michelle Gomez. This is a different Gomez. He was the bald head. He was there on my swatting on 3/9/24. He's the officer who arrested Danny, and they took him to the park and stole the shoe. So Danny could actually be part of this lawsuit, but he's a fucking little snitch bitch. And what's unfortunate for Danny is that Rosendo. Yes, okay. I'm off of that screen now. So what sucks for Danny is Danny could sue. And I would have put Danny in the fucking lawsuit, and Danny probably could have gotten a big fucking payout because we beat those restraining orders, and they said that we were trespassed off the sidewalks when we shouldn't have been. And so there's a malicious prosecution case, and there's still time. Like September, I'm not sure the exact day when the case got settled or whatever. It was ruled against, but we have damages, and not only that, for me personally, that restraint order was used to restrain me even further. One, it was used in my criminal case to make me wear my ankle monitor. They said that the prosecutor said that there was a restraining order against Scientology. What they didn't say is that it was just a temporary restraining order, and the judge ruled against it. So I have harm for that. And then Danny's arrest on 3/9 was Gomez. So Detective Michelle Gomez, and this is what's so great. It's so interconnected, and I'm getting down all the fucking dates. On 5/2, was it 5/2? Hold on, I'm talking shit like I know what I'm talking about. And on 5/2, let me see. Let's open this bitch up. Five 520. 520. Gomez did it. Michelle Gomez did a follow-up investigation, and for the April 20th crime, May 5th, and May 6th. And the supervisor who wrote off on that was defendant Ventura, is the officer Ventura. Ventura is the officer who filed the restraining orders, and also the officer that Audit was talking to and had no clue, Joanne. And yeah, so it's really stupid and funny. Okay, share screen. Okay, see, now it's not working. Maybe that's what I need to do. I think it's something to do with the. Oh, there it is. Okay. Wow. Okay. So. I'm not going to sleep with you, buddy. I'm sorry I rejected you. Rejection's a tough thing. Okay, so that's the master trespassing. I just need a little help with that. I think it could be put together real quick. We have all the events in folders. We have all the events are in folders. They're on the master timeline with all the dates and times and what was missing. We have most of the incidents on that master timeline. I'm going to have, I want the, for the trespassing stuff, I want to add the different videos of Michael getting arrested, of me getting served the restraining order, and all that, so that we could have that in that factual thing. It'll be part of that factual timeline, so that we could then propagate Google Docs to make transcripts of those incidences, of those videos that are in that factual, at that point in the factual timeline. I'm having trouble finding my words. I got too much going on in my head thinking of, I got all these different lawsuits going on, but it's all coming together. So I'm just processing it in my head, and I'm trying to delegate it. And I think that's the hardest part for me, is to actually delegate it and find people who are going to actually follow through and do the delegation. That's been the hardest thing. I've spent time delegating, but I'm not the best delegator, because people just start taking more time than it is for me to actually fucking do it. Except for pseudonym. And David made a comeback. I was about to strangle David, and then he started learning. So I was like, all right, David. I was at the breaking point with David. I was like, I'm gonna, if you don't fucking follow through with this motherfucker. Yeah, but David pulled through. So and then I want to make that evidence matrix, because I've been seeing it being said in the chat GPT that a matrix has to be done. And the matrix is just basically an Excel program with a bunch of tabs. And so all that, once some of the pleadings are kind of going, the factual pleadings. Yeah. Once some of the factual pleadings are done, then someone could be plugging in the different videos that are relevant, and then grabbing the transcripts, if they're still going, from the YouTube channel, putting them to a Google Drive that's connected to that master timeline, and then we could propagate a evidence matrix from all that too. So all the Excel program, so it's basically just an Excel, and I need to make that for my lawsuit against Aaron, and my lawsuit for La Poubelle. I need to make that matrix. So I'm gonna need help with that too. I think that, well, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to try to settle with the La Poubelle case. Yeah, I can't, Holly, I can't handle you. You were asking too many questions. I was like, okay, no, not doing it. I can't do it. If pseudonym wants to handle that, I can't. I was like, okay, you're I know you're trying to help, but I was almost at the breaking point with David, and I talked to David a lot. and I got it. It has to be. I can't spend more time on helping than I am on actually doing the shit, because I don't have the time to do it. You tried, and it's just I'm too anxious, and I'm too anxious. And I can't take on any, and that's been a problem I've been having. That was a problem I was having before, but now everything's a lot more organized, and there's a lot more like a real clear goal of what needs to be done. So I'm gonna work on this for a little bit. You're over there. Okay, I'm gonna shut that down. Close that. All right. There we are. Yeah. Well, and I don't mean to be mean about it. I just can't. And like that was something I had trouble with, like doing houses and stuff. It was trying to find like good help that I didn't have to spend time teaching. And I could do some teaching, but some of it I can't do all of it. And I was like, all right, I'm not doing this. I don't want to fucking be in charge of a bunch of people. Like, it's harder work. I'd rather do physical work by myself than try to do mental work with people, like teaching and shit. That's not my thing, especially if you're under some type of gun here. So now that I'm done complaining, a little biatch. So is life. The difficulties of life. So I got February 16th. Plaintiff is held at gunpoint and arrested along with 3 other protesters at 3 different times. February 16th, plaintiff was arrested for an alleged PPA battery, although no paperwork for the PPA was filed. On or about February 17th, plaintiff was then rearrested on conspiracy, tear gas. After 6 days in jail, the district attorney declined to prosecute, and the rest were to be referred to as a detainment. Okay, I have that somewhere. Need the penal code for the DA reject. And once I get that, I'm going to write it down on my fucking card. So this is what I do. I kind of leave notes in for help. Pseudonyms, like, amazing. She's been helping. So that penal code is important. And then 4157 is my loud and raucous noise. I'm trying to get that down. I got my note cards going to really hammer out these dates. The 2 charges of the merits of a current civil rights litigation case. I tracked that down earlier. So, okay, March 8th, LAPD officers file hate report. Officer Modern Ebanks documented disturbing religious service hate crime investigation at Scientology Celebrity Center, identifying plaintiff as a suspect and the Church of Scientology as the victim. The report states that plaintiff repeatedly drove around the property, parked across from the church, and yelled anti-Scientology statement while petitioners were engaged in worship. The Scientology security witness attributed plaintiff's conduct to an anti-Scientology viewpoint, citing the Scientology's occult message painted on plaintiff's vantage, his live streaming, and his opposition to Scientology. LAPD treated the incident as a religion-based hate crime. So what's interesting is that me with a van with Scientology's occult created the hate crime protocols of LAPD Hollywood Division, and senior lead officer Annabelle E. Banks and Heather Mata filed a hate crime and filled out all the proper paperwork for a hate crime. And what that really was a hate incident, if anything. And hate incidents are not against the law. But they went with a hate crime, and they said that we were part of a gang. Okay, I need to put that in. Okay, I need to, that's something that needs to be added. Let's see here. 03 09 24 hate crime report, hate crime supplemental. Okay, they said, because I want to put that language in. Come on, load up, bitch. You're really not going to load right now? Okay. They received electronic communications, so it's a Scientology security guard was the witness. The witness is a parishioner of the Church of Scientology and works as a security officer. Okay. A small group of social media live streamers, Squirrel Squad, had united their efforts to disrupt the order and solemnity, blah, 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 blah. The solemn, and verbal berating church members while broken to viewers. The spectacle online garners increased viewership, notoriety, and monetary gain. There have been numerous calls for service, heavy police response. Okay, damn, that's the language I need. There have been numerous calls for service. Okay. What the fuck? Oh. Okay. All right, this is 3-9. Okay, where's my... Hold on. I gotta keep this thought here. Plaintiff hate crime by LAPD. Okay. With Scientology security guard who was a witness and stated that there was multiple, what did he say? Multiple there's been numerous calls to service. Numerous calls to service. Illegal false reporting of emergencies. See, this is super relevant to what I'm writing here. And violent crimes. What's interesting is the violent crimes, none of them stuck except for the one I'm going through right now that they're alleging. Once my felony case is over, it's over. In terms of like their allegations of violent crimes. And it's falling apart. It really is. All right. So that was important little details. So they investigated on March 14th to his election. The witness said he was in the main level of the church on March 9th. The suspect circling the area around Franklin Avenue in Brooklyn in his van. Witnesses say they observed the suspect drive the van in the neighborhood surrounding the church on more than 12 other occasions. Okay, so it was I'm going to change this language here. I'll actually put that up in the. I'll put that in the. That's going to be on 314 because that's the follow up. Let me see. No, this is March 9th. Suspect circled around the building. Okay. Including the cult class. The Scientology security guard, which I think I know who. I think that's Odo, but we need to plug that in. I think it's Odo because I do have the unredacted misdemeanor discovery from my West Virginia FOIA request. Fucking idiots. So the police sent the confidential statements of the hate crime to fucking West Virginia. I FOIA requested all my names, and West Virginia sent me all the unredacted discovery for my misdemeanor case. Like fucking more like LAPD's they're just not competent. Because the email was open to, and they don't have psychos in LAP in West Virginia blocking all the shit. I think it's Odo stated that the van circled on the main streets the van circled around the main streets. Plaintiff alleges looking for parking and that plaintiff had been at the same location 12 other occasions. 12 other occasions which plaintiff was involved with a picket of La Poubelle restaurant and was engaged in First Amendment activity. Okay. The witness described the van as an unknown van with the Scientology as a cult. Witness said they observed the suspect park his van, accident directly in front of the Church of Scientology Sidewalk of Franklin with a bullhorn hand. The witness described the bullhorn as an electronic device. The witness stated that he was standing in the middle courtyard area of the church's property directly to the south where the subject had positioned. The witness said he was clear and unobstructed view of the suspect. The witness said he immediately recognized the suspect, Scott, especially the one located at 5930. Witness say they had seen the suspect around his church property more than 12 times this year. The witness saying that due to the suspect's anti-Scientology messaging and live streaming, the witness had been monitoring the suspect's live stream channel on YouTube DOA. So they were surveilling me. No, they were, how would I put that? It was never together, in my opinion. So they were actively surveying. No, how would I plead that? Because that's weird for a church to just be like, because I believe in anti-Scientology. I don't know. I feel like I should plead that, maybe not. Stalking. Well, it's a live. I don't want to use stalking. Stalking is like a legal conclusion. I would say that stalking is a legal conclusion. Monitoring. What's a little more dirty than monitoring? That's what his word is. Monitoring or tracking. Okay, maybe I don't need to put that. Not infiltrating. Covert monitoring. Tracking. What do you guys think? You think that I should? I'm not sure how much California Invasion of Privacy Act. Yeah, no, I wouldn't put any of that. Like, I'm just trying to put the facts. The less adjectives, the better. Targeted monitoring. Implementing COS protocol against anti-Scientology persons. I'm also not using the word anti-Scientology. I'm trying to cut out all that language. Implementing COS protocol against David. That might be the either targeted monitoring or implementing COS protocols against observation. I'm not sure if implementing COS protocol is saying too much. Targeted monitoring. A religious organization targeting monitoring based on, I don't want to say First Amendment speech. Well, I guess I already did that, so I don't want to say that even there. I got no. Hold on. I said too much already. Engaged in First Amendment activity is a legal conclusion. When plaintiff was involved in a picket of La Poubelle restaurant. And was there on numerous occasions. Otto Huber states that he had been monitoring why can't I spell that? Monitoring. Had been monitoring plaintiffs live streams because of his use of the words Scientology is a cult. That's what I'm going with. Plaintiffs lies because of the use of the words that Scientology is a cult, and plaintiffs speech about Scientology supporting rape Oh, this is great. Hold on. Which plaintiff was involved with a picket of La Poubelle restaurant over the restaurant's owner's support of a famous Scientologist named Danny Masterson, who was convicted of 2 counts of convicted of raping 2 women. And plaintiff, was there on numerous occasions as he was the main picketer organizing it. Odo, however, states that he had been monitoring the plaintiff's live stream because of his use of the word Scientology is a cult and plaintiff's speech about Scientology supporting rape. The hate crime report was taken on March 14th via private communications with Scientology security guard, who was a witness and stated that there had been numerous calls of service, illegal false reporting of emergencies, and violent crimes. Okay. And that plaintiff's speech for 10 minutes disturbed his religious, hold on, what did he say? What was his exact words? Because that's just fucking crazy. From the worship, the security guard, plaintiff's speech for 10 minutes. Scientology security guard. Odo, however, states that he had been monitoring plaintiff's live stream because of his use of words that Scientology is a cult and plaintiff's speech about Scientology supporting rape. Hold on. That's a run-on sentence. States that he had been monitoring plaintiff's live streams because of his use of words like Scientology is a cult. Like Scientology is a cult. Period. Plaintiff's speech about Scientology supporting rape. Plaintiff's speech about Scientology supporting rape. Hold on. Plaintiff's 10-minute speech about Scientology supporting rape caused the Scientology security guard to be disturbed. This shit sounds insane. Anybody who is just reading this, when the masses read this, they're gonna think this is insane. Plaintiff's 10-minute speech about Scientology supporting rape caused the Scientology security guard to be disturbed. Immediately disturbed. From the worshiping that he was engaged in. Engaged in when he was monitoring Plaintiff. Suburban rape caused the sign to be immediately disturbed from the worship he was engaged in when he was. Why am I can't think. Worshiping from the worshiping he was engaged in when he God damn. He was monitoring plaintiff. Okay. All right, that got wordy, but that one had to be. I think that one was important to be wordy with because it's so ridiculous. Convicted rapist. Who was a convicted rapist. Please don't yell at people outside. You shouldn't be yelling at people like that. DOA is so bad. Okay, which plaintiff was involved with leading a picket of La Poubelle over the restaurant owners support of the celebrity Scientologist named Danny Masterson, who's a convicted rapist. Scientology security guard Otto Huber states that he had been monitoring plaintiff's live streams because of his use of words like Scientology is a cult. Plaintiff's 10-minute speech about Scientology supporting rape caused the Scientology security guard to be immediately disturbed from the worshiping he was engaged in when he was monitoring plaintiff. The hate crime report was taken on March 14, 2024 via private communications with security Scientology guard. Okay. To private communications. And the security guard and Otto stated that there had been numerous calls to service, illegal false reporting of emergencies, and violent crimes. Okay, I think that's pretty good. All right, and what I didn't realize today, this is something I realized today I wasn't aware of. Of declared special engaging in COS sort of. Oh, there you go. Birds mean brain. There you were. That's the shit I was looking for. Of declared suppressive persons. That's the fucking language we needed. Right fucking there. Goddamn right. Thank you. That's what I fucking needed. Okay, we're states that he was okay. Scientology was engaging in Scientology surveillance protocols of suppressive persons of declared persons because of plaintiffs. It's so hard to like not use his or mine. Plaintiffs use of the words like Scientology is a cult. Well done. Fuck yeah, Bird. Fuck yeah. That was what I needed because here, I'm going to go all the way up. This is why that's important. That's important because the very first section of this. Plain alleged that history. Okay. Scientology Office of Special Affairs OSA network orders describe investigating persons considered attackers, examining their backgrounds and possible criminal activity, publicizing information concerning them, and seeking to remove, paralyze, or immobilize perceived opponents. Investigating persons considered attackers. Oh, look at it. I'm going to steal that word right from there. Order number 95 specifically identifies cult as a hostile classification. Okay, so that, okay, also not, okay. Okay, so now let me go back down to that. You got that, Sue? You think you can make that into something? Yeah, look at that. Fucking look at fucking see what. Oh, that's yes. Fucking legal team, brah. Let's see what she came up with. Scientology security guard Odo Huber engaged in surveillance and monitoring of plaintiff pursuant to Scientology security protocols applicable to persons regarded by Scientology as suppressive. In response to plaintiff's use of statements critical of Scientology, including describing Scientology as a cult, as defined, including OSA policy number 95 describing Scientology as a cult. It's including OSA. Yeah, something like that. We gotta get that OSA policy number 95 in there somehow. I'm not sure how though. Okay. I'm gonna leave you to that one. All right, cool. That's beautiful. Okay, so this is what's crazy is that 3-9, like I didn't realize this, that I was swatted on 5/25/24 too. So not only was I arrested, or not only was I swatted and held at gunpoint on March 9, 2024, Danny was arrested on March 9, 2024. I was in a victim of a hate crime at the Church of Scientology International, and March 9th, 2000, plaintiff was battered, was pushed into incoming traffic from the sidewalk as he was engaged in picketing LAPD officers took a report but never followed up, and Officer Hall and officers at LAPD Hollywood Division refused to talk to plaintiff. On or about March 9th. March 9th was one of the biggest days of like shit going on. Plaintiff by a patron leaving the La Poubelle restaurant. So March 9th is okay. So March 9th plaintiff was swatted and held at gunpoint. Shortly after, yeah, I'm going to make that a title, a heading. Heading, bold, centered. I'm putting those center now too. I don't know. I like my other friend was like bringing it left justified. I like it centered with everything else left justified. And unless there's a rule that, because I have been doing it all left justified and I don't like how it flows. Like I like the title being center justified and then everything else being left justified. And my friend kept on pushing it left justified, and I don't know. I think it just looks more like aesthetically pleasing when that title is centered as you move down in your reading. I mean, it's and that's the type of shit. Like I'm really trying to find what I like and what's okay in court. Like, are they gonna reject? Are they gonna reject a filing because I'm center justified and not left justified? But I definitely am starting to feel my vibe of what I prefer in reading it, because that I've been doing left justified for everything, but I think I'm doing center now. I think, well, yeah. Maybe that sounds crazy. Does that sound fucking crazy? I don't know. 24 arrest of protester arrest of Scientology protester Danny, 88. Shortly after plaintiff was at gunpoint, a man, a Scientologist, ran his scooter into protesters as they were walking down the sidewalk. Northeast LAPD officers came onto scene after 911 was called. Okay, shortly after Payne was at gunpoint, a Scientologist ran his scooter into protesters as they were walking down the sidewalk. Came onto the scene, LAPD officer Gomez. What is it? Rodondo? That's not it. Where did I go? I don't think that's right. Shikes. Are you there? Oh, there you are. Rosendo. All right, I'm putting that on my little fucking. Okay, May 25th. So this is March 9th. And so March. I'm putting this on my notepads. March 9th, 2024. Rosando. I'm right. That was Rosando. That was Garcia, wasn't it? Gomez. That's where it was confusing because there was two Gomez's. Rosando Gomez. Danny was arrested. Yes, I agree. Till the dirt. Danny was arrested. He was arrested for Grand Theft Auto. Wasn't it Grand Theft Auto that they had initially charged him with? I think it was Grand Theft Auto. And arrested Danny, whatever the fuck his name is, Danny. I'm not even gonna give him a name. Was arrested, Scientology protester. I don't want him even to get any fucking anything from this. North Carolina, Rosando Gomez came onto the scene after 911 was called and arrested Scientology protester. Oh, okay. Arrested Scientology protester Danny Valletta Gonzalez. Yeah, so 3-9 was fucking crazy because you have me at gunpoint. That was a serious gunpoint too. That was they had like a handgun to my head, like 4 feet from my head, pointing at my fucking head on the ground. They accused me of. Oh, here, let's go over it. Yeah, I'm gonna say exactly all that happened on March 9th. March 9th is crazy. It's not justified. So if it means it pulls everything to the right margin. That gives weird spacing. I would use regular left margin, which it looks like you are using. It's not. Just okay. So I'm saying that wrong. I thought all those were justifies. I understand what justified is. That's where it like stretches it so it makes all the words even, but it like makes some of the words, the spacing really weird. So that's left margin, center margin, right margin then, and then justified, regular left margin. Okay. I never like said it out loud to anybody. I just know that one's left, one's right, one's center, and then one's justified. But I thought it was generally all called justified. So I learning. All right, so March 9th, held at gunpoint, me, then Danny, they get hit by the scooter. He gets arrested for grand theft auto. They take him to the park. They scoop him up, take him to the park. They steal one of his shoes, and then they put him in jail for like 2 days. Or was he in jail for 2 days? And then he got out and nothing happened. And then I went to La Poubelle, and then the dude came out. I barked at the girlfriend. Woof, woof, woof. DOA is just barking. I'm barking. Woof, woof, woof. Dude fucking triggered. Like, you know, I'm the only protester that could just bark at people and fucking get the content, right? But not only did I get the content, but I have some of the best fucking pleadings to the craziest fucking story. So I bark at this girl who looks like she's all yacked up on cocaine. Her fucking eyes are all fucking jacked. Her jaws, she's like she did a couple fucking lines, man. I'm telling you, if I could ever tell you if one of those people was fucking doing cocaine, that bitch was on cocaine. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm getting their pseudonym. Yeah, so he pushed me out into the sidewalk. Sergio gets pushed. Streets gets pushed, spit in the face, then pushed again, and then has his nose broken. And then I get secretly arrested 8 months later for a crime of saying Scientology, having a van that says Scientology is a cult and saying that they support rape for 10 minutes. And I disturb the Scientology guards worshiping of him surveilling me. Like, you can't make that shit up. Like, March 9th is a fucking day. Like, and it's and what's beautiful is he's using the narrative. He's using the narrative of the false calls and all that shit in it. White lines blow away. It's fucking crazy, man. Like, this shit's going to make everything famous. Like, everyone's going to know about this. This is like bricks and minifigs times 10. I'm telling you. Like, I'm not bringing any of my trolls with me either. You guys could all fuck off. DOA, you've been canceled, bitches. You're all going to be NPCs. You're going to be like, oh, we should have stayed with Team DOA. I'll be like, yeah, so fuck off. Kindly go fuck yourselves. This is taking so much time. You're going to find out about me. This is taking so much time to figure this out. And so March 9th was a fucking popping off last day, man. Northeast officers Rosano Gomez came onto scene after 911 was called and arrested Scientology pros Danny Valida Gomez. And it was am I correct on that? For Grand Theft Auto? For Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto. Unless LAPD officers scooped in arrested Danny, quickly arrested Danny, pulled out their pepper spray, oddly enough, threatening to pepper spray protesters and whisked Danny, Mr. Valletta. What's up with these people with fucking two names? Just pick a fucking name. Why do you gotta be fucking difficult with life? Seriously? What are you just trying to make shit fucking complicated? Just pick a fucking name. Gonzalez or Validia, Smith or Levin. Fuck you. And whisked Mr. Validia Gonzalez off to a park where they took his shoe. He was later released from jail with one shoe. And no charges were filed. Okay. All right. I'm centering this, though, yo. Student was like, you can't do it. Unless you don't think I should do it. Plaintiff was pushed into traffic. I'm not sure if they smacked him around. Let's be careful. That's not to fame these fucking psychopaths. You never know. March 9th. Okay. No, are we doing format wars here? I love it. If you think I'm doing it wrong, tell me. Like, I just keep putting it back. Format wars. All right, here. As reference, including also policy. Capable of removing plaintiff from the area with concerning government action concerning what Scientology cares continuing harassment. Supplying video evidence directly to defendant Gomez and requesting with seeking. Where are these? Okay. The communications that demonstrates that Scientology personnel were not merely reporting alleged misconduct to LAPD. Pedersen was directly supplying defendant Gomez with video evidence concerning plaintiff's related incidents. Ooh, beautifully said. Taken together, these communications show that during this period, Scientology security personnel were communicating directly with the LAPD concerning plaintiff and alleged protest-related offenses. Directly. Replace security with simultaneously. Yeah. Thus. Add. Beautiful. Where's this? Okay. Moxon's communication therefore provides evidence that he represented to the city's attorney that defendant Gomez had supplied him with the identity of the prosecutor. Oh, yeah, that one's a beautiful one. That one's fucking beautiful, is it not? How can it not be? Beautiful. It's fucking great. I provided him with... Okay. Torturous interference, copyright. Lost. All right. Beautiful. Go on. Okay. Okay, cool. I just wanted to see what I wanted to see the formatting verbiage here in our formatting words. Oh, dang. Thank you, GM Flower, for gifting 5 Defender of Ants memberships. Someone is selling study aids over the bar at Trash Can, allegedly. All right. Swooped. Color of authority violation and said, who wants spicy eyes? Okay. Okay. All right. So where are you down? You're down here in the communications. Okay. I'm up here. I'm in March 9th. March 9th, March 9th, March 9th. Yep. I'm going to put in here too. I'm going to put Scientology protester William Good was attacked. Okay. Was hit in his nose causing it to be broken. LAPD officers refuse to take a police report as the guys. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do too much of that, but I just wanted to make that was hitting the nose, causing it to be broken later that night. I just feel it's important to put this because it shows the absolute the separation of it. Okay, I'll let you play with that one. I just wanted to get that little detail in there. Because they're going after me for disturbing say was struck. Okay. The heading should be centered. What you're doing looks right from here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I was doing them left. I was doing them left. I was doing the main heading ones and titles left justify, or I was doing the title centered and then heading one left margin. And then I was like, man, I really like it all just being centered. And my other friend who was helping, she did not like them being centered. But I'm over here doing this shit and I like it centered. God damn it. Okay. So March 8th, March 9th. And see, to me, this is why did I get blocked? I'm innocent, I say. You didn't get blocked. You're fucking here, man. If you did get blocked, just ask, just say something. Say something. People get blocked. Let me just check the March 8th. So sent to drove around the private park across from the church and yelled anti-Scientology while parishioners were engaged in worship. Attributed plaintiff's conduct to his anti-Scientology viewpoint, citing that Scientology is okay. So I wanted to add in 2 points here. Scientology protester William Good was struck in the nose, causing a nasal fracture. LAPD officers refused to take a report concerning the incident despite the reported injury. Nice. All right. So there's 316. So 316. So March 16th. /16th, 2024, March 18th, 2024, April 4th, 2024, I got to end this at, what is it, 1:30? I got to end this in a little bit. I got court in the morning. All right. March 16th, March 18th. This has been a very productive. Thank you, Pseudonym, and thank you, chat. This has been very productive, just getting some of this kind of hammered out. March 16th, 2024. Let's see what March 16th, 2024 was. Let me see something. Let me just jump over here real quick. Let's put that in there. Important form there. There. Okay. Okay, cool. StreamYard. Here we go. Okay. Oh 03 16 24. Oh 03 16 24. I don't know if you guys can see that right now. All right, you can. Okay. Not this one, though. It's not the one you're looking at. No, you're looking at that other one. Right there. Okay, so this one is 3/16/24. Oh, this is where Tao. This is Tao was one of the suspects too. Okay, this is Gomez. Which Gomez? 30660. They hid the detective supervisor. 37552. 37552. 377 3752. Who the fuck is 37752? Did I not do that right? Three 7 5 5 2. Who the fuck is that? 30660. 30060. No, that's not right. 30660. 30660. Oh, that's that Gomez. Ah, okay. Rosando. All right, I got you, you sneaky little fucking bald fuck. Okay, we need to find out who 37552 is. Okay. It's not in our records here. Rosendo. All right. Yeah, I like the centered headings. Okay, so so that's April, March 25th. April 4th. All right. Oh, that's Torres. Ah, fuck yeah. That was Torres? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. That little sneaky fucker. Or the conspiracy's coming together here, folks. Heading 2. Heading 2. Torres and Rosendo. Rosendo and Torres. Okay. On or about March 16th, 2024, Officer Rosendo made a report for... All right, let's see. This was on 3/16? Yep. So this is... Okay, this was on 3/17. Hold on. Okay. On March 17th, 2000, Officer Rosano made a report for an incident that occurred on March 16th, 2000, and was approved. What's the wordage? Was the detective supervisor reviewing, and the detective supervisor reviewing was Officer Torres, Where was he reviewing this one? LAPD officer, LAPD major crimes officer Torres. Jerry Torres. Okay. Officer Garcia was in full uniform, assigned to LAPD North Unit from desk when witness Hubbard walked into the police station to report an incident of a 415 PC on the Church of Scientology. Odo, I have this interview too. I have this. I don't think I've shown this one yet. Odo Hubbard made a report for Scientology security guard Odo Hubbard as he for a 415 for a PC 415 on the church. Okay. For 415 and the church and Scientology was the victim for an incident that occurred on March 6th. Okay, that doesn't sound 100% right, but that's what this says. 316. Oh, that happened. Church of Scientology, the victim. Yeah, they have the victim. The fucking Church of Scientology is the victim of a 415. How the fuck is that even possible? Makes no sense. And the Church of Scientology was the victim. Fucking crazy. Witness say that between the hours 14 and 7 church from inside church to hear suspect outside the public yelling profanities directed at the church to amplify their voices. A disturbance of churchgoers' peace disturbed a religious convention being held inside the for disturbing a religious convention for disturbing a religious convention per PC 415. Suspects called the church a cult. For Scientology made a report from when Scientology security guard walked in the police into the Northeast Division to file a report for disturbing religious convention for 415, and the Church of Scientology was for 415. According to Officer Gomez, the Church of Scientology was the victim Okay, that's not the best spelling, but I'm getting the details in. Suspects called the church a cult. And other alleged profanities. Ooh, you're swearing. Okay, I'm just catching up on the chat. Holly, me too. We were naughty that day. 3752 is Jerry. Torres major crime agrees to you. Legal briefs are usually left in line. Ragged right edge. Is easy to read. Justified is like a newspaper column. Looks neat, but it's harder to read. Okay. Torres and comrade. So glad they are all holding up their sworn allegiance to the Constitution. I do love it when plan brief comes together. They should be made to walk over hot coals whenever they violate someone's constitutional rights, in my opinion. Wobbler in consideration. Impossible to see that a felony in any incident is more like an infraction even happened, which I didn't, of course, ridiculous. The judge has a power to adjudicate it a misdemeanor before trial starts. Yes. So Gomez filed a report and Odo made a complaint. I think sounds better. Gomez filed a report and Odo pseudonym will fix it. Sometimes I just need to get the information there. Pseudonym will get it right. She cleans it up. It is not possible. What is not possible? Like my brain is, I'm at the max end, but this was very productive. It doesn't, I don't feel like I got a lot done, but all these little details have been running in my head that I wanted to get in, because I think they're all super important. And to me, one of the best things about the Title 42 is that they can't sue you for legal fees. So that's a huge thing. But on top of it, this is a story. Like, obviously, this is none of the arrests or anything were about Scientology. Like, had nothing to do with Scientology being a cult or nothing. This was just definitely just a violent psychopath named DOA who was hurting the sidewalks and everyone around. A heartbreaker, the DOA. He's so fucking evil. Okay, let's see what she put together. On or about March 17, 2024, Officer Rosando Gomez prepared a report after Scientology security guard Odo Haber went to the LAPD Northeast Division to report an alleged violation of California Penal Code 415 for disturbing a religious convention, arising from an incident on March 16, 2024. Okay, let's do that. According to Officer Gomez, the Church of Scientology was identified as the victim. The report was reviewed by LAPD Major Crimes Detective Supervisor Jerry Torres. All right, let me see if there's anything more. No, that's a pretty simple one. All right, now let's see the 318. 03-18-24 investigative report. Okay, so this is Diaz. Male with white suspect used megaphone to disturb church. The victim services. The suspect fled the location in a van under. So this is Austin and 37552. Is that major crimes again? 37552 Torres. Okay, yeah. So Officer Torres. I'm not using my click things. Okay, 318. My partner, Officer Cervantes and Diaz, were working Northeast Division Patrol in marked black and white police car vehicle in LAPD. We're assigned 11A51, 52, 415 male. Oh, this one's a good one. This was when they person reporting Odo Hubbard. So this is Odo. Let's see if we could find the video real quick. I don't think you guys have seen this one. Where is that video? I see the transcripts for it. Let's go to the transcript. There it is. You guys haven't seen this one, have you? You guys came in. This is the 2 a.m. reveal. Can you guys hear the video though? Oh, you're not going to hear it yet. You're not going to hear it yet.
Waiting for you, and then when I decided to move, you just. Where did you go, sir? I was waiting for you, and then when I decided to move, you decided to move. Yes, all right. All right. Well, tell me what's going on. Why don't you tell me here? Are we talking about the guy earlier, or are we talking about this? Okay. So what happened with that?
You guys haven't heard this one yet, have you? Can barely hear it. 9:52 a.m. Can you guys barely hear it? Okay, yeah, I haven't shown this one yet. This one's a good one. This officer is not putting up with Odo's shit, and he when they try to say that they're disturbing a religious thing, he says, "Yeah, you guys haven't seen this one." Yeah, this one's good. This one's about 20 minutes, but this one's fucking good. The officer, this one's real telling. Okay, cool. This is a 2 o'clock premiere. I'm gonna go to bed after this.
Where was it exactly? Down the bottom of the street. So on the street? Yeah. Like somewhere, was it wearing black or something? Like a tripod or something? He had a tripod. Something like a screaming. Yeah. I think I saw him earlier. That's about the first time. And he's gone? Because I think we were here about 15, 20 minutes ago when we had another call. Yeah. But he had left us before that. So what would you like to answer? What is I'd like to keep building a like a paper trail. It keeps happening. Usually happens like yesterday. The same guy? The same guys? Yeah. Okay. And this guy right here is another guy? This guy behind us. Oh, this guy right here? Yeah. Is that the same guy from before? No. Okay. So you want to report for the megaphone guy. Okay, what kind of report do you think you might want? It was the 450 servant piece. Okay, what exactly did he say? He was saying that we're a cult, and I don't even know what else, to be honest. All right. But it's disturbing our services that start early at 8 in the morning. So. Well, I was hoping we could get him on the megaphone earlier and warn him about the LAFC code section, because there is a LAFC code section for. I mean, again, we're always in that line between protecting people's rights to express themselves, and then where they cross the line of go through some kind of a law. Like there is another section for using a megaphone and amplified devices.
Yeah.
Then I would have warned them and said, hey, you don't stop it, I'm going to give you a citation, which could cost you a couple $1,000. Sometimes it works. Sometimes
I tried that on Friday or Saturday. Unfortunately, you guys were busy, so it's 4 hours, and it's obviously a low priority call, which I understand. Yeah, we've been trying to get it so that happens, so that it's because a unit did drive by while he was using it, but they were obviously going to some other location, so that was unfortunate for us. Try to do a flag down, but.
And I understand. So again, just so we're clear on crimes and disturbing the peace, so there is elements of that crime. I know that this happens a lot here, and it's a constant thing most of the time. Still do reports for you guys and stuff, but yeah, we need a victim of a crime.
Yeah.
Who's been the one who's been offended, and or has to be specific words to say that somebody's basically like challenging you to fight or giving you words that incite you to fight, basically.
Right.
We're talking about establishments a little different.
Yeah.
You do know that everything we do has an incident number generated.
Totally.
There's a tracking of that.
Yeah.
And we put all the basic names. They went to PR. So, you know, you can do this all the time, right?
So yesterday I went to the station and I gave 6 statements of parishioners and of ministers that were
Yeah, but we're talking
interrupted.
about today. Right?
No, I understand. I could do the same again today, and I will get that.
Well, yeah, let's not get additional information after the fact. It's already asking what happened to cause us to have to do a report. Do we actually have a violation of a crime?
Yes.
Because just yelling out, talking smack to a certain degree, again, there's a limit, right? Because you have the
But there's 302-A, which is also disturbing a religious service.
Okay.
That's another one. That's a violation of
Is that what happened today?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for
the guy that
was
the active shooter. We were
we were somewhere. Yeah, there you go. So I remember, you know, we probably a couple times.
Yeah.
Because I haven't worked this car for a little bit, you know, I haven't come to the calls.
Yeah.
But we got to make sure we have elements for something that we're going to write down and go, okay, we have these elements. And if whatever you tell me, we'll find. But a lot of people would be saying, they will start, when they watch something, they'll start going this way and that way. Like, okay, what did you say initially? What are you saying now? But we're here to help. So,
Yeah.
you know. So, what was said on the megaphone that you recall?
That I recall was this is the Colt first time calling it Colt.
And the megaphone, he's right there.
Yeah.
Saying,
Right at the bottom. He's actually going up and down.
do we have any information on him at all? Like identifying him
Yes, I
at this
can
point?
all that to
Okay.
you right
All
now.
right, that'd be great. Then we have somebody to. Yeah, that's 100% better.
Give me 1 second.
What? Like the auditing stuff, or
Yeah. Or can you bring me Hocksetter's data sheet? Perfect, thank you.
and this was from what time to what time?
It was from exact time was
I was hoping to get him with the megaphone in use, so I give him a citation, and that way, tell me you want to pay a couple $1,000, then go ahead and I guess. I was at 7:04, and then we left at 9:08. Was this the same guy from? And again, like I said, we're always in the middle of stuff because, like I said, there's lines, right? I mean, freedom of speech and people to express themselves. The only thing, again, where it crosses the line is, I mean, I know this situation is a little bit different than the locations.
Right.
I understand all that.
Yeah.
But I also got to be in the middle and be neutral, right?
Right.
And so it's kind of like, well, do we have crimes or not? Now, this guy, from what I understand, last weekend, where somebody got arrested here and then it became a big thing? Is that here?
that was there.
Yeah.
That was not here. It was here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then when they came to the station afterwards, they
Yeah.
started a whole bunch of nonsense over there.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was here that day, but I wasn't clear that day.
Right.
So yeah, I get it. We're with the word.
It was the one that was plotted just before that incident.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
Did you make it to that call or no?
No.
The swatting call?
I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't there. I was here, but I wasn't there. But I think that's the thing that came to the station.
Yeah, that was after.
They started bullhorning and when their gates were open, and I could still, all the stuff that they found. We're like, wow, really? Okay. So again, I understand, but we gotta go. We gotta do things the way they're supposed to be done. Can't just,
For that incident.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Did you make it to that call or no?
No.
The swatting call?
I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't there. I was here, but I wasn't there. But I think that's the day they came to the station.
Yeah, that was after.
They started bullhorning and when the gates were open, and I could still, all the stuff that they found. We're like, wow, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So again, I understand, but we gotta go. We gotta do things the way they're supposed to be done. Can't just, There was a time that thing we give what we call an A citation. I think it's one of the covered.
Yeah.
That'll be some fine for him maybe later on. We'll go to a collection for a warrant or something.
I would love that. I just haven't been able to.
Was this guy a former member?
No.
He just. You see, you were able to get the info?
If I repeat the location, I received the plate, Charles Mary 1777.
All right.
Repeat the location for your traffic stop.
And once you have that, basically just you put the pamphlet in from the pamphlet.
1125 traffic stop on Charles Mary 1777.
Okay, we'll go with that. Let's see here. Okay, so we have a whole new computer system, right? I don't know if you heard of that. And of course, we're kind of getting used to it. So we'll do that. We'll give you a pamphlet in case number. And we'll go back and figure out how to Yeah. And you want to try to scan his ID? Yeah, it's just they roll out the software and
Say that you can scan my ID.
yeah, that's what I was gonna tell him. We want to just scan his ID, put it in there. Yeah. All right, that's his info. He's been identified before.
Yeah.
From like you don't, like we don't have. Oh, that's. How did you guys get all this? Just
Getting his.
all this.
I don't remember how we got this. We were given.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's not the same guy as that guy?
No, that was a different guy. It's an older man.
All right. So is it okay if we take that? All right. Here's his information. Everything's on there. But okay. So yeah, copy details and then your case report. Right? You just scan it under what's the detail? Person, go under person. And then, oh, go to report, go to report. Go to report.
Check that one.
Oh, check it out. And then when it gives you that barcode scan at the top, go to person, take this person. Enter all that stuff. And I put them down as for right now as other or witness for now. Witness or other, and then go from there. Yeah, because they roll it out, man. Fly with it and see how it goes. Did I really get it? Well, you know, I got programmers programming. I'm sure they have some consultation with some officers, but I don't know how they really do it.
The guy Garcia before desk yesterday was like,
Yeah,
I didn't take it from the desk.
yeah, they did it. They really did it. That's it. I mean, for the most part, it's okay overall, but it's just getting decent. Like, again, we're always thinking tactically, so the more time you're looking down, the more things can happen. Something could just pop out of nowhere on your side. You're looking down. Right. You want to live the least amount of time down. Because if he doesn't catch something, I should catch something. It's a lot. What happened to the guy with the dog?
I used to this security.
Oh, yeah. Is your dog?
No, it's his dog. I have worked with on his hold on. What's that phone number we can? Email, sir.
Oh, let me get your ID. You need the ID still? Yeah, before I forget.
Log in with her.
Oh, okay.
I can be on the country either confiscate or site. He'll stop. He gets
Everybody starts getting something.
we've had the drone over us. We've had EDC on that type of stuff.
Oh, you had a drone too?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you know
that's a
I
lot of
feel
stuff
like
just
if
for that.
you concept, I'll probably stop.
Well, that's what I was gonna try to do. I was like, hey man, you better get off your microphone or else we're gonna warn you right now. 21.5, I think 21.57. And then, hey man, you're gonna get a fine. So it's up to you if you want to go to but maybe he doesn't even, you know, he lives in a van, maybe he doesn't care. Yeah?
It's sometime recently for, he was arrested for battery or something. Off the bell, it's from there. It's going to be nice to do, but they just bailed him out.
Well, yeah, all these are misdemeanors, so they're gonna, I mean, until somebody, especially when things are, somebody has to do something next level to jail for a long time. You know?
I don't want to hear it. It's not
No. It's just, right.
You're doing something else.
Yeah, you're doing your job, you know? Just the system is this way right now. It's all about the vote, right? And we only can be out here enforcing what's available. And then the department takes a stance based on its current posture. Okay, well, that's all I'm going to say. Does the church have an email address? I'll get it right now. Yeah. Okay. Putting it down as a big one, man. Okay, burn the church down, Victor? Yeah. Okay. Do you have does the church have email address? Just his. Just his. Can I do it again? That's too much cost for most people.
You guys ever catch those guys on the
Which one?
The Hellcats?
I know I think they caught some of them, but I mean, going to pursue them, how can
to catch them.
you have to go off with their license too, with the ship track up and you know, like they said, they gotta, it's, I mean, we're out, when the cars are out, equipment, these cars are not gonna be able to do it.
Even the new ones, right?
Even the new ones, I mean, you're talking about 1,000 horsepower. A little bit lower, you know. Yeah.
Got it here. Let's check.
There used to be a thing that they're just hiding it too. They didn't really hide anything special. I asked them. Some of these have their pickup, and some of them you step on it and you're like, let's go. Some of them have push. I'm not even, SUVs are just, I like anything from a Crown Vic there. So I mean, actually now I'm used to this because the Crown Vic is so low that you're actually doing a squat every time you get out. And a lot of guys bend their knees, like they get out their knees by doing this to coming out. 36807. So this one you're higher, so you're kind of coming down, so you're better and squatting up. So if you're coming down quick, you just do this and step on and twist your knee. But, that is important. Well, yeah, case number, witness. Yeah, all that other stuff we can like probably do later. And anyways, my case details are movements. This might be after. Yeah, you can do it after. You already. Yeah, it's a case number. No, that's okay. Incident numbers are numbers that generate every call. Okay, so we have an incident number, but that's actual before we.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh, thanks, Steve.
Before we have to wait to get a
Thanks, Steve.
report number. That's a report number. Right. So basically that's what you want. You want the incident number too? That's going to be 136.
Please, internet.
Okay. Let's see if this guy gets caught. Oh, you want a business card? I got a business card, yeah. I got a business card. Yeah. Business card, phone number. Let me see it real quick. Let me see it. You know, it's so new that. Yeah. Would you want a business? We'll give you a business card. All right, let's go. Next call. Yeah, this car is non-stop.
All right. That was 316. CTS. Where's all the... I'm not seeing any of the 316 calls to service. Is it... Oh. Calls to service. I think we have them in the timeline, yeah? This is what a real timeline looks like. Not a bunch of opinions. All right. 316, 318. Doesn't exist. What the fuck is that? Doesn't exist. Well, guess not. I also streamed to Convoy. It was working great until they figured out I wasn't one of them. Oh, I think I kind of remember you. Hold on, let me see here. saying Scientology is a cult is a protected opinion. All right, I gotta go to bed because I gotta wake up in less than 4 hours to go out down to LA for court. So I'm gonna call it a stream. Thank you guys all for being here. I'm glad I watched this. I got all these notes. I'll add this to the pleadings for 318. Really important. The church was the victim. There wasn't an actual person. Cervantes or whatever stated after they talked about the swatting, which the swatting was on 3/9/24. What they were talking about in the thing was the swatting on 3/9. So they swatted me, and then they arrested Danny, took him to the park, and we went to Northeast Division with the bullhorn. So his response to that was all the stuff they cause. So that's a very one-sided. What stuff did we cause? We didn't cause. Like, why the fuck would I? Like, this whole swatting thing is so fucking stupid. And then another important thing, like this body cam, I'm glad you guys kind of got to see. You got to hang out late night and catch like a little bonus track. I think this is one of the best body cams of them discussing, this officer's really trying to tell him, no, you can't fucking do this shit. Like, you need to have a victim. They still went with the bullshit, and they started with a 415. Then they went to a 302 PC, and then they tried to do a 415. Right. So that's okay. So it came in as a 30. It came in as a 415. Came in as 415. Changed to 302 PC, and then back to 415 when it was charged. So yeah, but all these, like, I'm so glad I went through all that misdemeanor shit. I got body cam that nobody else has ever gotten. No one's ever had this interaction with the police. This shit's going to blow up once it gets in the right hands. Yeah, they are always biased for the most part. That's true. This shit's going to blow up when it's in the right hands. It really is. And this lawsuit that we're working on is huge. And all this information is not even for the actual lawsuit, but those details are for the Monell. Those details are for the Monell claims, which holds the city liable. And if the city is held liable on these lawsuits, and this is just one of them, this is like this lawsuit. What really kind of started off as the San Luis Obispo lawsuit has become the San Luis Obispo lawsuit and all the misdemeanors, because Gomez, the defendant, the main defendant in this, was involved with all the misdemeanors. So what's beautiful about how all this is starting to play out is my ability to plead all the tiny details of everything that went on, and pleading out the details for the Sidewalk lawsuit is going to cover all of those details too. All the Sidewalk details, and we've put so much work into this. So thank you everyone who's continued to send me clips, who's worked in the background, pseudonym. There's so many of you that have been in the background helping without any fame, without any content, without any YouTube channels or subscribers or fucking. They're not an influencer. They're here because we're fucking legion and we're like exposing this shit. And I've just been like the test dummy, the dumbass loud motherfucker who just really didn't give a fuck in my van. The officer's like even saying it. He's just in his van. He doesn't care. Like he's just going to get out. They're misdemeanors. But it took all that bullshit to expose who the officers are. And Gomez is one of them. Torres is one of them. The other Gomez is one of them. And so that was interesting that Gomez was involved on the March 16th shit, because I was not aware of that. March 16th was Gomez. Rosendo Gomez. See, that was confusing because when they said that Gomez got the phones, I thought it was him. And then it was like it was detective, it was the other Gomez, but she was involved with the misdemeanor. So all that becomes relevant into the pleadings of, you know, this isn't the pleading for the San Luis Obispo, but it's a pleading to hold the city of LA liable for Gomez's shit. And maybe it won't. Maybe they'll say that this is not, I'm going to plead it. And if they want me to cut it out, then I'll cut it out. But I'm putting it all in there because it's a factual history of what had happened and how petty this shit is. Some of these misdemeanors were so fucking petty and stupid. And so to be able to tell the story and to have all the body cam footage of it is fucking pretty amazing. And I haven't really shown you guys 5.5 or 5.6 because I can't show it because I'm under a court order because there's Scientologist bitch ass bad actor motherfuckers involved with that, which I'm going to ask the court to reconsider the order. So that's it. I'm out. Much love, guys. Peace.